Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Anissa Malfira. Today I want to tell you about how important linguistics in our life. Every science, however theoretical, certainly has practical benefit for human life. Likewise with linguistics, we can ask what benefit we can get when studying linguistics. Linguistics will provide direct benefit to those who are involved in language-related activities, such as linguistics themselves, language teacher, translator, textbook compilers, dictionary compilers, information officer, journalists, politicians, diplomats, and so on. An explanation of the benefit of linguistics, namely, first, for linguistics themselves. Extensive knowledge of linguistics will certainly be very helpful in completing and carrying out their duties. For research, politicians, and literally linguistic enthusiasts, it will help them to understand literally work better. Because language, which is the object of linguistic research, is the place where literary works are born. It is impossible that we cannot understand literary work well without having a good knowledge of the nature and structure of language. Moreover, it is important to remember that literary work use a special variety of language that is not the same as the general language. Second, for the teachers, especially language teachers, linguistic knowledge is very important. Starting from the subdisciplines or phonology, morphology, syntax, semantic, lexicology, to knowledge of the relationship between language and society and culture. How can a language teacher be able to practice language skills if he doesn't master phonology? How can he practice writing skills if he doesn't master spelling, morphology, syntax, semantics, and lexicology? In addition, as a language teacher, he not only has to practice language skills, but also has to explain the rules of the language correctly. Why? For example, read plus read, while hearing plus hear. He had to explain the rule, not just saying that's how it should be. There are conflicting views between language teaching and linguistics. Teaching is prescriptive or normative, while linguistics is descriptive. So, in the hand of a teacher who understands linguistics, the two different views can be understood. He will be able to formulate prescriptive rules from descriptive rules, so that teaching can work well. In fact, it is not only language teacher who must have linguistic knowledge. Teachers of other fields of study must also have that knowledge as necessary. Because as a teacher, he is not involved in language matter at all times. Doesn't he also have to explain the subject of his field of study in language? If they have linguistic knowledge, then they will be able to convey their lesson more easily. The third is for the translator. Linguistic knowledge is absolutely necessary, not only with regard to morphology, syntax, and semantic, but also with regard to sociolinguistic and contrastive linguistic. An English-Indonesian translator must be able to choose the translation. For example, my brothers becomes my brother, my sister, or simply my brother. Also, how is the sentence structure as what is your name? Should be translated to what is your name instead of being what's your name, even though what means what. And the fourth is for dictionary compilers or lexicographers. Mastering linguistic aspect is absolutely necessary because all linguistic knowledge will provide benefit in completing the recitement. To be able to compile a dictionary, he must start by determining the phonemes of the language he will dictionary. Determining the spelling or graphemes of the phonemes, understanding the intricacies of form and formation, phrase structure, sentence structure, lexical meaning, grammatical meaning, contextual meaning, and meaning, idiomatic as well as the social background of the language. Without knowledge of all aspects of linguistics, it would be impossible to a dictionary to be compiled. And the last is linguistic knowledge also benefit the compiler of lesson or textbooks. Linguistic knowledge will provide guidance for textbook compiler in composing the right sentence. Choosing vocabulary according to the age level of the reader. Of course, books intended for elementary school children must be in a different language from those intended for advanced age children or for universities, as well as for the general public. So here we can see and we can know how important the linguistic itself in our life. With linguistic, we can know everything and we can choose the right word to talk each other. Linguistic also teach us how to choose the right word to talk with someone else that older than us. So here, as a human being, we really need the linguistic itself, because linguistic will help us in our daily life. And then linguistic also really important for teachers, university students, and others, because when we know about the rule of the linguistic, or we can understand about the linguistic itself, we can live better, because when we meet someone else, we can choose the right word to talk with her or him, so we will not hurt they by our work, because as a human being, we all have the different regions, and we also have the different language itself. So for everyone, we have to learn about linguistics. So I think that's all that I can say. Thank you very much for your attention, and I'm so sorry for every mistake or the explanation is not really clear. Thank you.